Joined by defensive coordinator Lou Esposito. Coach, defense, one of the areas where the Broncos return the most. Obviously, two key losses on your defensive line, but how have you seen that area develop?
It's been good. We've gotten a lot of young guys, a bunch of good reps throughout camp. We've kind of held off on some of the older guys that have played a lot of football for us, so it's good to see the young guys develop. We're really excited about where we're going with it.
One area there was absolutely no losses was at linebacker. How confident are you in that core there?
I feel great with them there. You got three leaders that have played a ton of football. I mean, Corvin Moment and Zaire Barnes have both played over 35 games of football here, so we feel confident with that. Ryan Seelig last year was his first full year at linebacker. He's done a great job, did a great job in the offseason of putting weight on. Zaire Barnes did a great job of putting weight on, and Corvin's done a better job of changing his body type. He's really leaned up, bought into nutrition, and I'm excited to see those guys rock and roll.
One guy that's been in the mix there and will certainly be in there on special teams, Damari Roberson, who hasn't played a football game since his junior year of high school. Can you just talk about his development on the defensive side?
Yeah, he's got an unbelievable story. You know, injuries, bad breaks, and the guy just keeps working. Kid from Mona Shores, Matt Koziak's his head coach. He's done a great job with him, getting him ready to come here, and he's finally feeling good with his body. We've kind of moved some pieces to get him in a spot where we feel he'll be successful, and he's done a really good job. The transition's been really smooth with him, so we're excited about him.
What are some new names on the defense that the Bronco fans can look out for?
Up front, you got the four young kids. You got Tyson Lee, Corey Walker, Josh Nobles, and Elijah Hawk, who all came in last year, who've had a great offseason. They came in weighing 230 pounds, and now all four of them are above 265, 270. So Coach G2 has done a great job in the offseason with them. Those guys up front are good. Q Cannon is working his way into a deep linebacker room right now. He's doing some really, really good things for us. And then Boone Bonema has been a guy that's been a special teams guy. He's been in the program, and he's done some really good things at linebacker. So we're fortunate enough to have those guys play special teams and be able to give our guys some breaks, which is awesome.
But Bricen, midway through camp here, how do you feel about things on the defense?
I feel real good. I feel like the young guys is coming along, and then the vets they're adding a lot of good knowledge to the game too. So we're running around real fast out there. We're flying around. Everybody know their job. Everybody's doing their 1-11. So I got a real positive feeling about this group.
Not a whole lot of new faces out there in terms of in the starting areas of the depth chart. Can you talk about the linebacking core that you have in front of you and how key they are to the success of the team?
Oh yeah, they're the main key to the success of the team. And I let it back in front of me. They're physical, Core's physical, Z's physical, Seeley's physical. All them guys is physical. So they're the heart and soul of our defense. They make it run, they make it go. So if they're on, we all on.
Secondary, you got a glimpse of Deshaun Bustle last year. Obviously, he ends up with an injury and out for the rest of the season. What have you seen out of him, and how excited are you to be working with him in the secondary again?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited to have him back. I'm excited to have a lot of guys back off injuries, but just having him back with the speed and the way that he can cover, I just know we're going to be able to use him a lot, and it's going to free a lot of the other DBs up to be versatile within the defense.
We had a little social media video up a week ago about who's the hardest hitter on the team. Your name came up a couple of times. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I think the hardest hitter on the team is Zaire, though. That's just me.
Corvin, linebackers, kind of the old guys here on the team. Everybody's returning. How do you feel about your core going into the season?
I feel strong about our unit. I feel like we got, like you said, a lot of older guys, but that's just a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience, a lot of, trying different ways to become a good unit and a good linebacker. So I feel like we know how to excel and how to bring it out of ourselves and the other guys on the defense.
One guy that's been moved to linebacker, Damari Roberson. I mean, obviously, an incredible story and all the injuries he's overcome. Hasn't played a college football game since his junior year of high school. How have you been able to help him adapt to the positions there?
Well, just small things like Damari. He's just a naturally extremely gifted, talented athlete. Like I remember when he started here, he was at receiver, I believe, and I just saw him out there as like just a talented athlete. So his transition's been really easy going from safety to Sam. It's been simple for him. So it's like a small things with, being the outside linebacker, helping him learn how to play in the box and using his hands on bigger offensive linemen. But otherwise, his transition's been really smooth and he's improving at a really fast rate.
You get to sit behind that defensive line. Obviously lost a couple of big key pieces in Ralph Holley and Ali Fayad. How have you seen the defensive line developing?
I feel like they've been developing really, really well. Guys like Andre Carter is just he's an animal. Like he's big, he's strong, like he's smart, great pass rusher. Somebody like Braden Fisk doesn't move like a one tech, like he moves like a linebacker. So it's just amazing having guys like that and somebody like Warren Dabney and Mason Nelson, Marshawn Nealon. Marshawn Nealon is another freak athlete, honestly, but it's just so many talented guys. So even though we did lose some good guys, I think we have people that are ready to take the reins and be great.
Carter was held out of practice for the first week or so, but you would just see him in his jersey and his shorts, smiling, walking up and down the sidelines. What does that tell you about a guy that, he can't be out there, but he's still having a good time?
It just shows you that somebody loves the game, and he's itching to get back. Like, he wants to be out there every day, and he's working, doing everything he can to get back. They're taking care of him, making sure, the process isn't rushed, so you end up back at square one. But he loves the game of football. He loves being around us, and I love being around him.
All right, I asked Zaire this last week. You two finished tied for the team lead in tackles last season. Who's taking it this year?
I don't know. That'll be tough because I don't know. We're trying to make plays, so we'll compete for it. We'll see who's got the most tackles. We'll compete for it.